What is up, everyone? My name is Memran, and today I wanted to showcase my newest guitar from GOC Guitars. It is an Ilumina Modern 7-string. This is going to be sort of a first impression video slash review because I've had it for a few weeks now. And of course I have to mention that this video is not sponsored by GOC in any way. This is purely just my thoughts. But if they ever want to work with me, you know, just hit me up. This is the first headless guitar that I have ever owned, and the first guitar with a tremolo system that I've ever owned. And it's been a pretty fun experience so far. This particular body has an African sapele wood, and the neck is a micarta, and it looks beautiful, and the neck feels amazing. It's very smooth and surprisingly thin, and they have this sort of special cutout, sort of like Strandberg does, and they call it the AO neck. I was afraid at first that I wouldn't like that type of neck, but honestly, after playing it for a while now, it is honestly the best neck that I've ever played on. And sadly, I've never owned a Strandberg myself, so I can't really compare these two together. But from what I've seen and heard in other people's videos, is that they do tend to like this neck a bit more than Strandberg's. The fretboard is a Richlight fretboard, and it is a 27 to 25.5 inch scale on the low string, and on the high string it's a 26 to 25. It has MJ stainless steel frets and a 0 fret, and there's a two-way truss rod with dual carbon rods. The stock pickups on this guitar are GOC's Paragon Alnico calibrated sets, and they do sound very good. They are passive pickups, but what I do love that GOC does is that they do have a battery compartment just in case you want to switch out to active pickups, which I do myself. I do plan on switching over to some Fishmans, but honestly these pickups, they sound really good, and yeah, there's nothing to complain about there. The tremolo system, it's really nice. I can't really say much since I've never actually owned a guitar with a tremolo before, but to me it does the job, and it does it pretty well. It doesn't downtune or anything when I've been playing and using it, and yeah. Let's talk about the tuners and the bridge. Now, I'll be honest, these tuners are really stiff, but what I've been doing, like everybody, well, most people are doing, is that they just put their guitar pick and tune it up like that. You can even use some sort of special tool if you want, but a guitar pick works just fine. But yeah, it is very stiff, and it's quite a hassle to tune sometimes, I'll be honest. I do see an upside to them being so stiff, is that, well, what I've heard about headless guitars and their tuners being down here is sometimes when they're playing sitting down and the tuners hit their thigh, it can detune the guitar sometimes, and I don't see that happening with this being so stiff. It stays in tune. But talking about staying in tune, I'm gonna be brutally honest about the tuning stability of this guitar. I have had a bit of an issue there. I tend to switch a lot from standard tuning to drop tuning, and it is quite hard to tune these. And once I've tuned every string, when I'm down to the last string and tune that one up, I go and check on the rest of the strings again, and they're all detuned. Which it does happen on a lot of guitars, but I have to go through it like 5 times before it finally settles into the tuning. And also when I'm playing it, if it does tend to go out of tune after like 5 or 6 minutes, I have to check up on the tuning and make sure it's still in tune, and a lot of the times I have to retune it. Maybe it's because I haven't had this guitar properly set up since I got it. I haven't had a professional look at it, and honestly, I'm not a professional, or I'm a big rookie when it comes to setting up a guitar, especially with a system like this. I absolutely no idea what I'm doing down there. But yeah, that is the only issue that I've had so far with this guitar. Everything else has been just a dream, honestly. It feels really nice to play, and playing some leads on it is a lot easier on this guitar than any of my other guitars. Now, before I go, I will let you hear some of the tones on this guitar, the cleans, the distortions. I do hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, maybe, in some ways. And hopefully I'll be doing more videos like this. So yeah, let's go check out some tones and have a good one.